Welcome to the Monday evening masterclass. We are doing a heart class today, which is going to be a Pitta reducing class. However, it will also help Vata. So if you're dealing with a little bit of high Vata, you will end up feeling centered tonight and more harmonious, which is going to, of course, settle down your Vata as well. But this is mostly a Pitta reducing practice tonight. So let's get started with that. We're going to start out on our tummy. So on the floor, on our tummy. So coming to your mat, lowering down on the floor. So anytime you're doing yoga postures where you are on the floor, what that's going to do is stimulate the organs in the belly. And that is going to help Pitta, because Pitta is the fire element mostly. And what the fire element does is it transforms, it digests, it integrates, and assimilates. That is digestion. So we are stimulating the organs in the belly, which will help further encourage digestion, physically, mentally, emotionally. So bringing your arms to your side, we're going to start out with the upper body, and we're going to lift the upper body and then reach the arms up and then bring it back and lower. Turn your head to one side, lift back up, reach, bring it back, turn your head to the other side. Lift the torso, reach, bring it back, turn your head to the right. Lift, reach the arms, then back, turn your head to the left. Lift and reach, bring it back, turning right. Lift the torso, reach the arms, bring them back, turning left. One more, just like that. Lift the torso, reach, bring them back, turn your head to the right. Lift the torso, reach, bring it back, turn to the left. Good. Then bringing your arms up, you're going to rest your chin or your forehead down. And then we're working with the legs now. So legs lift up, but we're going to go wide with the legs. So let me show you. Oh, I just realized I'm wearing black and then I have black on my mat. So let me put my purple mat down, because then you can see what I'm doing. So your legs are going to be wide, going out to the corners of your mat. Legs are wide, they're out to the corners of the mat. And then you squeeze them together and then release. Then lift, open wide, together and release. Lift, wide, squeeze together, down. Lift, go wide, together and down. Lift, go wide, together and down. Lift, go wide, together, down. Lift, open up, squeeze, release down. Lift, open up, squeeze, release down. Two more. Lift, open, squeeze, down. One more. Lift, open, squeeze, and down. Awesome. And then just rest for a second. Push back into extended prayer. Curl your toes under. And then we're going to lift up, release forward again, all the way down, adding upper body and lower body. I'm going to bring my hands this time right next to my chest. Lift my legs, reach, squeeze the legs together, bring the arms back. Reach, open up, squeeze. Reach, open up the legs, squeeze. Reach and squeeze. Reach and squeeze. Four more. Reach, squeeze, reach, squeeze, reach, squeeze. Good. Hands to the chest. Push back, down dog. Walk out your heels. And then draw both heels down, draw the navel in, get hollow in your belly, pressing back. Nice. Good, and then stepping forward, right leg. Drop the back knee, releasing your pelvis forward. And then lifting up. So you're gonna lift up, curl your toes under behind you, separate your right foot out a little bit. And then you're gonna lift your arms, rotate to the side. So you're turning and facing the front leg and looking behind you. Now the hand that is on your thigh is going to release down to the ground. Lift your back leg up, then release your arm from your back. Upper arm releases down, drop the knee to the ground, and then we're going to lift up. See if you could bring your hands to your thigh. Release your pelvis. So again, releasing that pelvis. Good, then hands back on the ground, step back, down dog. Draw your navel in, hollow in the belly, push those organs to the side. Then stepping the left leg forward. Drop the back knee, release your pelvis forward. Hands are on the ground. Release. Good, and then from there, lift up. And you want to then open up your arms, reach. And again, we're going to rotate towards the front leg. Right hand is on the outside of the thigh. The other hand goes to your low back. Rotate. And then releasing your right hand to the ground. Curl your toes under and lift that back leg up. And then the other arm lifts. Nice and strong in that lunge. Pitta practice helps us relax, assimilate the day. We want to bring in playfulness because Pitta gets intense. Pitta gets very, very focused on the goal. We want to release that. Let the practice be a little more flowing. Good, and then from there, you release back down, drop the back knee, and lift a little higher. See if you can bring your hands to your thigh, releasing the pelvis forward. And then hands coming down and stepping back, down dog. Draw the navel in, get hollow in their belly. And then we are going to shift forward into a plank. You can lower to the knees if you would like. Otherwise, plank, lower all the way down, nice and slow with control. Roll your shoulders back, lift up. Press back, down dog. Good, right leg steps forward again, drop the back knee. See if you can release a little bit lower to the ground. So dropping down onto the elbows. And yes, of course, you can use a block. So you rest those elbows on a block. And then coming up, lifting up, pull your back leg in, reach up with your arms. And again, we turn the torso towards the front leg. Wrap your back arm around the low back. So create a deeper rotation. Rotations are also postures that help us to assimilate. Even out your breath. Let the breath be easy. Then releasing that hand down to the ground, lifting your back leg up, reaching your arm up, but this time taking it alongside the ear, reaching. Swing that arm around. And again, dropping that knee to the ground, lift up higher, reach the arms. So you're either coming here or up higher. And then down. Step back, down dog. So Pitta tends to get very intense. And if you're feeling intensity in the body, drop into the witness, notice it. And what we're trying to do is calm that. So remember, we just did our talk on the gunas. The gunas are tamasic energy, rajasic energy, and sattvic energy. And then from there, stepping the left leg forward, dropping that back knee, shifting your hips down, and then seeing if you can drop a little bit deeper, forearms to the ground. Good, and then from there, lifting up, curl your toes under behind you, and your arms reach up, reach, and then we rotate. Wrapping that back arm around the low back. Look all the way behind you. Dropping your right hand then to the ground, lifting your back leg up, and the other arm goes alongside the ear. Reach. Staying in that rotation. Swing the arm around, step back, down dog. Get hollow in your belly, strong and steady, and then shifting forward into plank, modify to the knees if you need to. Otherwise, slowly lower. Lifting up, Bhujanasana. Draw the chin in, drop your shoulders. That means a slight bend in your elbow. Squeeze your elbows together, shoulder blades together. Press back, down dog. Look up at your hands and step both legs forward, drop into Utkatasana and lift up. Hands come together in prayer and then rotate to one side, right side first. Push the top hand down, keep those knees lined up. Then opening up the hands. See if you can bring one hand to the ground, and if not, you're going to use a block. So you bring your hand to the ground or to a block. Okay. Then you're going to reach out with that hand. If you're using a block, you take it with you. Straighten your right leg. Left leg slides back. So you're reaching out the distance of your torso, and you're either going to keep your toe on the ground and hold this position, Parvarita Ardha Chandrasana, or lift that back leg up. Steady. Then slide back in with the block and hold it into Parvarita Trikonasana, both legs straight. Your torso is turning towards the front leg. Swing your upper arm around. Step back, down dog. Shifting forward into plank. Slowly lower, modifying to the knees if you need to. Lift up, Bhujanasana. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Drop the shoulders. Draw the chin in. Press back, down dog. Then you're going to step forward, both legs again. Feet together. Coming up into Utkatasana, chair pose. Draw your navel in. Get hollow in your belly, sit. And then we bring our hands together and rotate to the other side. Okay, so you're rotating to the left. Keep your knees together. Push that left hand down. And then we open up our arms. So I'm just going to turn so you guys can see what we're doing. You open up your arms. You bring your hand to the floor, or you use a block. Stay bent in those knees. Then reaching out the distance of your torso, slide your right leg back now. You can keep that foot on the ground or lift up. Steady. Sliding back, going into Parvarita Trikonasana. So triangle with a twist. Left leg is forward, right leg is back, both legs straight. Swing the arm around. Step back, down dog. Shifting forward, plank. Lower. Lift. And then we're going to go back. Knees together and open up your feet. So your feet go open like that. Then you're going to sit back either on a block, maybe two blocks. So if you have knee issues, you're going to need to use blocks. Otherwise, sit between the legs. Pause there. Hands on the knees. Relax your shoulders. Soften. Now, if that's too much, too intense on the knees, use a block, or you could take a blanket and roll it up. And it can thread between the knees. And then you would have a slight lift. Hands on the knees, relax your shoulders. Then the right leg is going to come up. That foot goes flat, and then we turn towards the right leg. Then straightening out that leg, fold right over that leg. Now, if you're sitting on a block, just do your best with that. Move over a little bit to the right, go forward. Breathe into your ribs. Breathe into your back. Good, and then releasing from there, lifting up, pulling that leg back. You're sitting again, right down through the center, hands on the knees, relax your shoulders, pause. Imagine that you are bringing in ease to the body, so soften the face, soften the shoulders. Then you bring your left leg up, flat foot, and then rotate towards that leg. If you're on a block, it's fine. Same pose, rotate. Good, and then we straighten out that leg and go into a forward fold. Now you can stay on the block, you can stay on the blanket, whatever you need. So if you're on the block, it's no big deal. You just go forward. Relax the head down and breathe into your back body and ribs. Good, and then we lift up and bring that leg back and go into down dog. Right leg steps forward, warrior one, reach. And then we rotate towards the front leg, rotate. Drop down like this, or you can drop down like this. Open up your arms. So we're going into Parvrita Ardha Chandrasana again, and now you reach forward. If you have a block, you take it with you. Lift up. Then we release back down, slide that left hand right next to the big toe side of the foot or baby toe side. Straighten out both legs. Parvrita Trikonasana. Swing the upper arm around and step back, down dog. Shift forward plank. Lower with control. Lift up Bhujanasana. Take it back, Adho Mukha Savasana, down dog. Left leg steps forward, Virabhadrasana 1. Reach. Good, and then again, we rotate, either with the arms open, so I'll go this way so you guys can see what we're doing. Arms open or hands down. Push that top hand down. Lean back. Lean way back. Squeeze out any tension in that torso. And we're not doing it with effort. We're allowing our body to move into the pose, lean back, get lengthening. Then open up your arms. If you're using a block, you're going to take it with you. Reach forward. Slide that back leg in. Then slowly lift the back leg if you can. You don't have to. Parvrita Ardha Chandrasana. Slowly lowering the back leg, slide your right hand right next to the big toe side of the foot or the baby toe side, and you can use a block. Parvarita Trikonasana. Move that left hip back. Lean back. Lengthen out your torso. Even out your breath. And then from there, swing the arm around. Step back, down dog. Shift forward, plank. Lower with control. Lift up, Bhujanasana. Take it back, down dog. Then right leg comes forward for pigeon. So you can start out in a more modified pigeon, which is going to be heel closer to the groin. Heel closer to the groin. So heel closer to the groin, or you move that foot up, line it up with the knee. That is a more advanced version of pigeon. I call it true pigeon. Then the back leg, your extended leg, curl your toes under and take that knee and leg a little further back. So create a bigger stretch. And then drop down. Relax your head. And then taking your weight to your right side, you can use a blanket here. So you throw it underneath your glutes, roll it up as high as you need to. Take your weight to the right side, swing your back leg around all the way to the outside of that right thigh. Then even out your sit bones. So that means take your blanket underneath both sit bones. Lift up tall, then rotate to the left. And then release from there. Pulling your blanket out if you're using it. Swing that left leg around. Step back, down dog. Now your left leg comes forward. And release down. Now remember, you could take your heel a little closer to the groin. That is a modified version of pigeon. Or if the foot comes up higher. Then lift up tall, curl your toes under on the extended leg and take the leg further back. And then dropping down, resting there. And then from there, releasing to the left side. Again, you can use a blanket. Swing your extended leg around. Even out your sit bones with a blanket or without. Turn your torso to the right. Keep the torso lifted, so don't collapse, no slouching. Lift the spine. And then from there, releasing out of it. We're going to go on to the back. Lift up into bridge. Keep the knees tracked in line with the front of the hip bones. Then lowering the pelvis, draw the knees in. Now, if you are not able to do shoulder stand, you're going to take a block, place it right underneath the sacrum. Or you're going to go into modified shoulder stand. So you support yourself here at the low back. Toes go right above the eyes. Or full shoulder stand. Even out the breath. And then dropping those legs into plow. And if you're not able to do plow, then you're going to release out of it and do it as a forward fold. Same pose. Just upside down. And then from there, slowly unraveling those legs. If you're doing the forward fold, you're going to lay down, opening up the arms, draw the knees in, take them to the right, look to the left. And then legs come up and go left and look to the right. And then setting yourself up for Shavasana. Extending the legs out to the corners of your mat, arms drop below the heart, palms up. Cover your eyes. So grab an eye mask, an eye pillow. I like eye pillows the best because they have weight to them. But if you don't have either of those, then grab a hand towel or a washcloth. Place it over your eyes. Eyes are connected to Pitta, to the fire element. And they're also the most overstimulated sense we have. So we want to pacify Pitta, continue to pacify the fire element, and then help to settle the eyes, relax the eyes, stop stimulating them. Allow the eyes to be cooled down, still. No stimulation, no more light coming in. And then allow the breath to move into a soft, gentle flow, effortless. So it is not something that you are doing. You're allowing that breath to slow down and become more and more relaxed. And let ease come into the body. to bring some motion and movement into your fingers and toes. And gently roll to your right side and pause there for a moment. And then from there, bring yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Bringing your hands together, connecting your thumbs to your heart. Close your eyes. Take a moment in stillness to feel a sense of ease move through the body. And no matter what your state is, you're allowing yourself to just be, accepting fully where you are right now, this moment. And may you have a wonderful evening. Namaste. Very nice.